guys, today I'm going to show you some amazing Starbucks DIY school supplies that you've never seen before. If you like Starbucks, click that like button and comment your favorite Starbucks drink or Starbucks drink you'd like to try for a shout out in my next video. And if you'd like to see more fun DIY videos, please click that subscribe button. For this one, I will be using 4 of these mini bottles. If you can't find these, another option would be the mini travel shampoo and conditioner bottles. Started by removing the label from the bottle, thoroughly washing and cleaning it out, and removing any sticky residue. I painted the caps with some brown paint, and I painted the bottles with some caramel color paint. Here are my caps and bottles once they were painted and dry. This step is optional, but I went around the green ring with a white painter's pen. If you want to do this and don't have a painter's pen, you can also use some white acrylic paint. Next, I printed out the labels and cut them out. I will leave a link down below to where you can print these out. I applied glue to the back of the label and placed those on the bottle, and then I just repeated the same step for the other 3 bottles. And here are all 4 of my bottles at this point. For the bottles, I will be making an eraser. I will be using one of these click erasers, and this part won't fit in the bottle. So what I did was I just took an X-Acto knife and I cut it off. Here is mine after I cut the clip off. Next, I used a piece of sandpaper to sand down the rough edges from where I cut it off. Place the eraser next to the bottle and determine where it needs to be cut down so it will fit in the bottle. Once I had my marking, I removed the eraser and cut on that marking. Place the eraser back in and cut that down to size. Apply some hot glue along the bottom of the eraser and place it in the cap. Now the eraser will fit in the bottle, and that is how you make these mini Starbucks bottle erasers. The next bottle will be a pen, so choose any type of pen for this one. Just like the eraser, place the pen next to the bottle, determine where it needs to be cut, and cut it down to size along with the ink. Next, I remove the cap from the bottom of the pen and place the ink back in the pen and place the cap on the bottom. Hot glue the bottom of the pen and secure it to the cap. And that's all there is to the easy Starbucks bottle pens. The next idea will be a highlighter. For this one, I'm going to use a lip gloss wand, and I place that in the bottle, cut it down to size, and hot glued it to the cap. I will be using 2 Sharpie highlighters. I removed the ends from both of the highlighters and took the ink out. Now for the next part, I do recommend wearing gloves, and in a bowl, I just squeezed out the ink from both of the highlighters. I transferred my highlighter ink into a paper cup so it was easier to pour into the bottle. And that's how you make the Starbucks bottle highlighters. The last bottle of the 4-pack will be glue. So for this one, I'm going to do the same thing as with the highlighter. I cut down a lip gloss wand and glued it to the cap. Next, I filled the bottle with some glue. And that's all there is to the easy Starbucks bottle glue. To make the carrier for the 4 bottles, you will need to print out both of the printables. I will leave a link down below to those. I do recommend printing them out on cardstock as it's a bit heavier. Once they're printed out, then just cut them out. Once they're cut out, you'll want to fold over the flap, and then with an X-Acto knife, I cut out the handles. Repeat that same step with the second box. Now just start folding on the lines. Once the box is all folded, then I use some glue to secure it together. Repeat the folding and gluing process for the other box. Once both boxes are folded and glued, then glue the 2 together. And that's how you make these Starbucks bottle school supplies. To make the slime in a bowl, I'm going to add some white Elmer's glue. To the glue, I'm going to add some shave gel and mix that together. Next, I added some pink acrylic paint and mixed it together until I got the color I desired. I I just started adding some contact solution to the mixture until it formed slime. And here is my slime once I was done. Now to turn this into a Starbucks eraser, you will need one of these Jello glasses and lids. I will leave a link down below to where I got these. Take the lid and some white eraser clay, form that into a ball, then roll it into a snake shape. Start wrapping it around the top of the lid to form the whipped cream effect. Once you have it the way that you would like it, remove it from the lid and bake it according to the package instructions. Next, I took my slime that I made and I filled the cup with it. Here is my eraser after I took it out of the oven and it was cooled down. The next thing that I did was I just placed some hot glue on the bottom of the clay and glued it to the lid of the cup. To finish this off, I printed out a Starbucks logo and glued it to the cup. And that's how you make a Starbucks slime eraser. For this one, I will be using one of these mini portion cups. I will leave a link down below to the ones that I used. Next, I took a ping pong ball and cut it in half. Once the ping pong ball is cut, it should fit in the cup like this. For the liquid part of this, I'm going to use soap. You can also use water or corn syrup, and just fill it about 3/4 of the way up. To the soap, I'm going to add some pink acrylic paint. You can use any color you'd like your Starbucks drink to be. Next, I hot glued along the bottom of the ping pong ball and placed that into the cup. Make sure that nothing leaked out. I went along the top of the cup and with a wooden skewer, I smoothed out the hot glue. Here is mine after it was all sealed. I'm going to use a neon green paper clip, and what I did was I just cut the top of it off. Hot glue the paper clip to the top of the ping pong ball. To make the whipped cream, I'm going to use some white puffy paint. I went around the cup all the way up to the top to create the whipped cream effect. Here is mine after the first layer. I wanted it to be just a little bit thicker, so I went around it one more time and let that dry. Here is mine once it was dry. I printed out a label and glued it to the cup. And to finish this off, I added a jump ring and a keychain, and that is how you make this liquid Starbucks keychain. I hope you guys enjoyed all of these Starbucks school supply ideas. And I would like to give a shout out to these 3 people who commented their favorite emoji in my last video. And remember to comment your favorite Starbucks drink or a Starbucks drink that you would like to try for a shout out in my next video. As always, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Until next time, I hope you guys all have an amazing day.